Welcome to Dyslexia Works. My name is Tony Howells. Dyslexia Explanation Part 8. The what? Our handwriting is hard to read. If we have poor or restricted motor skills, this is the source of the problem. We share many aspects of dyslexia with people who are dyspraxic, who bump into things, knock things over. This is generally because they have poor motor skills. Thus, it's hard to grip pens and brushes with fine motor skills. It's frustrating and difficult, but whatever you do, don't give up. Keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. If there's one thing dyslexic people are, it's persistent, and we will keep practicing till we get better. The secret to this is practicing on things you love doing, so you don't get bored and you don't get tired of it all. So if you find something you like drawing, or drawing a specific thing, or writing about a specific thing, that is the thing you choose to practice on. What can we do about it? With pens, pencils and brushes, it's all about practice. So again, as I said before, just keep practicing. But remember, these days, reading, writing, painting, colouring, we can do all of these things with other tools, such as computers. If we are going to practice with pens, pencils and brushes, use larger items. Get to know them first before you go smaller and smaller, and just keep practicing. And once you find a level that's comfortable to you, that's the type of pen you start to use. There are many types of pens, pencils and brushes out there these days. When I was a child, I used to use fat crayons. So the same principles apply. Start large, practice big, and get smaller and smaller until you're comfortable. Today there are many apps available that can help your handwriting. MyScript is an example, or SmartNote, or screenwriting, or the other thing that you can do now is write with your voice. Turn on the voice controls on your computer. I've done this on my iPad, so when I speak it types for me. And conversely, when I want to read something, I ask it to read things back to me. So turn on these accessibility controls to make life much more easier for yourself. Text-to-speech software is very accessible these days, especially on Apple products, as it's already inbuilt. Where you can, use a free version or a trial version to see whether it suits your needs before you actually purchase the app. There is no disgrace in this day and age on not being able to write well. I mean, let's be honest, look around and look at most people's handwriting. It's actually quite poor, particularly when we don't use handwriting very often these days. In particularly difficult situations where assistive technology isn't available, what else can we do? Well, in this day and age, we can get support from a live scribe, somebody who can actually write down what you speak as you're speaking it. As an example, if you're doing examinations and you've been assessed as dyslexic, you can have a scribe come in and write your answers down for you. Or alternatively, you can actually dictate it onto a telephone and have somebody type it for you. It's relatively cheap and easy to do online these days. Just remember, no one ever minded Stephen Hawking's digital voice, and he used it to communicate with everybody for the majority of his life. So instead of worrying about it, just go for it. Thank you for listening to Dyslexia Explanation Part 8. We hope to see you on the next episode, holding pens, pencils and brushes. Feel free to subscribe to our channel.